everybody, it's Ted Spaghetti, and I'm back with another review, finally, with the blue background. Remind the blue background, actually. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series, number 65, Blitzwing. Now, Blitzwing has a pretty lackluster jet. The proportions are kind of weird, and the wings are very triangular. The bottom is kind of a mess, with all the torso and the arms kind of just squished all together. However, he does have weapon storage for everything he comes with, including these two missiles here, this little hand replacement, and his gun, which can just peg under here, if it wants to peg under here. There we go. Another unfortunate thing about the jet is this really weird wash, which doesn't really make sense, and to my knowledge doesn't show up in the movie, which is pretty unfortunate. There's not a lot of other paint apps in this mode either, so this is about as much as you're gonna get. He does have some cool retractable landing gear though, so that's nice. Here's Blitzwing in his absolutely amazing robot mode. This mode is such an improvement from the jet mode that it's just, you can't even tell that it was the same figure, really. He has 4 different accessories, like I mentioned before, which is this hand replacement, his gun, which just pegs in through a small rectangular tab, and his 2 missile pods. So the hand is really cool. It comes with the thing that he used to remove Bumblebee's voice box, and it can just be pegged in through here through a 5mm port, which I think is pretty cool. However, because of the way his hands are designed, it can lead to some really funny things like this. Apple can use Blitzwing's hands as replacements, which is kind of dumb, but you can do things like this. All joking aside, though, the hand gimmick is pretty cool. Speaking of his hands, unlike most Voyager classes, Blitzwing has an articulated hand on his right hand, which, if you have the Studio Series Bumblebee from the off-road Bumblebee, you can stick his neck in there and he can hold him over the cliff, which I think is pretty cool. So the paint apps in this robot mode carry over from his jet mode, which means there leaves some to be desired. The only real paint that's here, that's kind of glossy and high quality paint, is his skirts right here, which also just, I don't know why they're there. I don't know why this just isn't a part of the leg. Maybe it's because there's a leg swivel, I don't know. There's also some nice glossy red paint up here. And I guess there's some paint right here, but I wish this was maybe translucent, but considering that would mean most of this upper section would have to be translucent, I'm fine with the way it turned out. Much like the paint apps, the articulation leaves some to be desired. He has full 180 movement here at the shoulder. He has some in and out here. He has a upper bicep swivel and a double elbow bend. He also has a full wrist swivel. His head is on a ball joint, so it can look up kind of far so that he can do some cool flying poses, which I really like. His wings are on a hinge, so they can move kind of just any direction, but they stop at a certain point once they start moving forward. His legs are not on universals, which is kind of unfortunate, so they won't get as much range as a universal joint or a ball joint, which is unfortunate. So he can't really kick back all that much, but he can kick forward pretty much all the way. He has a swivel above the knee and a bend at the knee, and he has some toe articulate or some ankle pivot, which is pretty nice. Unfortunately, he has no waist swivel, which I think really could have saved this figure. Now it's time for everybody's favorite part. The size comparisons. Here he is with Studio Series 8 Blackout. Here he is next to Siege Deluxe Sideswipe. Here he is next to an average CD case. So what do I have to say about this lovely figure? Well, it's an alright figure. I'd say from what we've been getting from Studio Series, it's pretty standard. My big complaint is the fact that his alt mode is inaccurate, but I'm not going to be displaying him in his jet mode, so I don't really care. Also, when you take him out of the package, he is very, very light, which I'm not a big fan of. But he gets the job done. If you're looking for a good Blitzwing figure for your Bumblebee collection, he fits in just fine. If you're thinking about picking him up, I'd say you should wait on it because it is the holiday season and there's probably going to be maybe a Black Friday sale or a post-Christmas sale. So I'd maybe wait for those, but if you're kind of anxious about if this is going to be the last time he's going to be around, then go ahead and pick him up because he is a pretty good figure and I would recommend him. But I'd be cautious of it. Like, don't buy it like the first time you see it, unless he's like one of your anticipated figures. So thank you for watching my videos, guys, and please like my video and comment, and make sure to subscribe because my subscribers are only dwindling. I think I've only gained 100 subscribers in the past 3 years, which is pretty cool. So please make sure to subscribe to my content because I'm probably going to make more sooner or later. So, goodbye, everyone.